Hello, let me know if you guys can hear me, chat. It should be live. My OBS crashed. There's no way I didn't get any of the map 3. Let me know. I'm fairly certain we got the map 3. I don't know. Make sure, let me know in chat if the map 3 worked out. I'm fairly certain it did. We should be back live. Should be good. Once again, I apologize to everybody in chat. My OBS crashed, and then when I restarted the stream the first time, it did not have game capture because it was not ran as an administrator. However, we are finally back for map number 4. Blackheart Hardpoint 2-1 lead in the series if you're the Hillcats. And first in the hardpoint is actually trades back and forth. Nobody scoring just yet. Sullivan trying to keep it that way, but finally gets taken out in time. Finally going in favor of the Hillcats as Chop is a 4-0 start here, and he is ready to pop off. And he actually gets a 6-0 start with the 2-piece there, backing up, playing spawns. Not only is he frying for his team, but he's making the dirty work plays, gets the stun onto Ace Corey, and doing a great job of playing his life in the backside. The nade gonna hit, and Chop showing a masterclass of a break off on a Blackheart here as an AR player. 7-0 start. Reigning supreme in the lobby. Can he find the kill? Does, to get the initial onto P2. Teammates spawning behind him, and can they find the kill onto Ace Corey? Ace Corey with a big 2-piece, but Swizz gonna trade that back up, but all of them are gonna spawn out now, and Chop, this may be too tall a task as he finds his first death. Rigid yet to find his first kill though, as he looks to be pushing through this P1, and it looks like nobody gonna be watching the cross. They're gonna get into the front of the hill for free, and Rigid doesn't need to do anything but sit in this corner and let his teammates try to play for these kills, but they do not win the gunfights, as Mayo now fighting through the backside to try and cause a disruption in the backside of the hard point, but not going to be able to do it. And wow, okay, so my phone just died. Not going to be able to read chat anymore. I'm going to have to pull it up on my other monitor here in a second. I apologize, guys. But hopefully everything sounds fine. Let's go ahead and see who gets control of this hill, and we're going to hop on board with whichever team does, as I expect them to run away with this game. Is now Mayo through the backside finds a great kill on to Sullivan. Body shots to let him know he thought it was pretty good too. And so let's see how they're calming as they look to secure some time. And then just as I say that, I don't know if I want to hop in the listen-in just yet, as they do all die, but I mean, they're still securing this time through the backside. Let's see how they're calming on the side of the Hillcats. All right, and I mean, a little bit of frustration in the listen in if you are the side of. I'm sorry. Okay, I was making sure I was not. It's still in their voice call. I thought for a second I was. I'm sorry. That would have been terrible. However, Chop starting to heat up. However, the lead firmly in favor of the Direwolves as we head into this second rotation. But Chop, 18-9. He does not want to lose this map number 3. But as I said, I thought that overall it would be a stronger map if you're at the side of the Direwolves, and so far I've been correct. But Chop trying to change that here as he's 18-10. Mayo 13-12, trying to help him out, but not quite shooting like he was in the map number 1. And like I said, it just has to do with the roles here, as you gotta think Mayo maybe not having as much free space to work with without the ARs being able to watch over top of him like on Din. Really, he has to find his own lanes on this map. It's a lot tighter, a lot harder to work with, a lot harder to slip through and try to find yourself behind the enemy team, and so maybe not having as easy of a time getting behind enemy lines as he did on Din is now. I mean, the Direwolves running away with this. Let's see how they're calming as we hop in with the Direwolves.
Now, someone back there now. Watch the back, they're behind you, they're behind you.
No, 2 in hill.
Dead in the back.
We can there, Chop.
Stun in hill.
One more hit. Behind you. P5. Mayo P5. Spawning P1.
Back door. Out of bar.
Wow, Mayo's back door. He's sitting back door.
I spawn new. Hit the back. I don't have a trophy yet.
Here as well. Let's see one with me.
One's long on me, close.
Front done.
Nice. I'll have the back. Just hold the front.
P1. I got P1. Dead.
I'm long right now. I'm long.
Yeah, P4.
Off front.
Sorry.
I spawn in the back.
Two front. 3. One more.
Nice.
That's gonna be 4.
Outer.
I spawn P1.
No, front. We can fuck front. He killed him. Team killed him.
Dead. Watch the back.
Watch it.
Front close.
Front dead.
Alright. Stay dubs.
Nothing stun P1. Nothing stun
Dubs, I'm
P1.
in dubs. One's P4. Dead. One more out of me front.
And I made the mistake of not staying on board with Sullivan as he goes on an 11 streak there before getting taken out, and now a 203 to 133 lead if you are the side of the Direwolves. And I still forget to take the webcam off. I apologize for that. But the Direwolves really heating up here in the map 4, and like I said, it's going to be a strong one for them as it is just an AR heavy team for the side of the Hillcats. And I mean, the Hillcats trying to fight through the front, not going to be able to do it. And this hill here is really where the Direwolves set themselves apart in this map. They had a full 60 through that first rotation as they were down about 50 points, and they ended up taking the lead, and since then have not looked back as they love this P4 objective as they're still winning all the gunfights. Swizz through the front. He's got to find some kills here, but doesn't find the second as Sullivan 2 minutes in time, 23-14, and as good as Chaos and Venus are doing, Sullivan has really been the highlight for this team on this map. 238 to 139, and you got to think they're going to close it out as we head into this P5. But first into P5 is Chop, finds the first kill, 2 down for the side of the Direwolves, but they don't know Venus through the backside. Can he find the kills? Finds 2, and now in the hard point, soaking up the final few seconds they need to secure this map. And now they don't have the spawns, but they have all the map control, trapping the guys through the back spawn. They end the map, and Sullivan doesn't like the body shots coming out of Mayo, calls him a shitter. Wish you guys were able to hear that with me. And I mean, yeah. Still talking in game chat. Are these players? Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. With the players talking in my ear in game chat. But the Blackheart hardpoint to the Direwolves takes us to a map number 5. And now, now he was mad, and now he doesn't even know who shot his body. Now he's like, who shot my body? Oh, wait, wrong. Oh, gosh, that's map 5. I apologize. Now he's asking the question, begging the question, who shot his body? Give me 1 second to pull up the chat, guys. And we have a map number 5. Okay, I have the chat pulled up. What's up, everybody? 4 and 23. Did we get a 4 and 23? I didn't even look at rigid stat lines. I wasn't trying to you know, harp on him too much. I think it was, I actually don't remember the final score of that map, but it was somewhere around this ballpark. Oh, that wasn't that wasn't Sullivan knew who shot his body. Okay. Just so everybody knows, Sullivan was aware of who he was talking shit to. But we still have a map number 5, so did Sullivan maybe talk shit a little too early, as both of these teams going back and forth. However, that map number 4 was firmly in the hands of the Direwolves. I did say before the series, though, that I thought the Direwolves would win that map number 4. And that map number 2, I said it was possible just because there's a good split, but I did think the ARs were stronger on raid. However, a good map from the Direwolves in the map number 2. I mean, so far, kind of as expected. Hillcats winning the AR maps. Direwolves winning the SMG maps. But Din, Search and Destroy. And Search and Destroy, like I said, roles aren't quite as important. So it's really anybody's game here on this Din. And especially the way the bomb sites are set up on Din. That 10 area, that computers area, the SMGs can be very strong. So, but then again, you also have that outer tiles. You have that long angle looking over that B bomb, the long angles in mid. So really a well-balanced map for Search and Destroy here. And teams able to get out mid very quickly. You can really get across the map fairly quick as long as you have one AR at least watching over you, staring at the top window of the opposing team. And so, I think we're still waiting on some players to get in the lobby. So with all that being said, I will leave you guys with the music until we get into this map number 3. Or map number 3, map number 5. All right, everybody, we are back with map number 5. And never mind. We're not. All right, and I think for real this time we are into the map number 5 as we hop on board with Rigid. Start this one out, and actually I want to hop on board with the offense as they hurry up to get in close on to this A site, but they try to just lay the bomb without site control, and it leads to them now being in a 3v4 situation. As here, number 2 does try to hit through the back. That's Ace Corey finds a 2-piece, and that 3v4 quickly becoming a 2v4. Chop making it a 2v2. And I meant to say 2v3, but now Chop making it a 2v2. Chop finding another 3 on the round. Can he find the ace? Is Ace Corey going to need one of his own to win the round? 2 players fighting for aces. And did Chop get the ace there? I actually don't know if Swizz or Chop found the final kill. It was Swizz. Swizz with the theft on the ace. He said nobody's getting an ace on my behalf today. 1-0 lead for the Hillcats. Big round out of Chop. Ace Corey with a spectacular flank. And not even flank, but I think just he reads the flank. I think he read the flank and finds 2 through the backside there. But Chaos with the snipe. Gonna find the first blood. Still watching over mid. He has Rigid to deal with through the mid side, but Chop finds another 4-0 start once again. Hot start for him, but in hot water right now as he has to get out of 10. Mayo there for the backup. And Mayo finds his trade. Mayo actually finding 2, and now a 1v3 for Chaos, who, as I mentioned earlier, does have the sniper, so maybe looking to find a gun, but not able to through the mid side of the map. Gonna run straight into Chop, and now loses one of his sniper lives. Not sure if he ran the sniper in the first round, so a 3v4 situation dealt with by the Hillcats to go up 2-0. I'm not sure if Chaos used the sniper in the first round. Be interesting to find out. Let's hop on board with him here and see if he likes to keep it out, but no. Gonna have the AR, and I think maybe he's going with the AR on defense. I mean, AR on offense, sniper on defense type of situation. Sullivan finds the first blood. They look to push towards B, and this is a very slow push towards B, giving a lot of map control to the side of the Hillcats. However, the Hillcats elected not to take it, as the only player over towards this B objective is Rigid. The bomb is here. 3 players are here. They're hesitating to get it down, and Chaos just kind of sells his life. I wish these players would just get this bomb down. Venus finds a kill, and really, they still don't want to get it down. Now they're wrapping back. Almost runs into a gunfight. Doesn't want to die with the bomb in a bad position, but now slides on. And I mean, what is going on in this round? What did Mayo want to do there? Chop. 1v3 finds the first. And I wouldn't be surprised if Chop is able to find the rest, as he is 7-0 right now, which I failed to mention. I apologize. It looks like he's going to try and hit this pinch, but has his knife out, not ready for Ace Corey to be watching it, and falls for the first time. And once again, the caster curse. As soon as I mention that he's 7-0, he gets taken out. And finally, the Direwolves fight back in this map number 5. Why is everybody's like, see that? Why is it like that? Hold on, I can fix it. There, look at that. That looks better. Dark, I like it. It's like dark mode on Twitter. You know what I mean? You don't want the light mode. However, Chop, a 7-1 start. Let's see if he can try to help his team extend this lead. Weren't able to get the 3-0 start that they may have wanted, but 2-1 still advantageous. And Swizz with the first blood. Chop gonna get aggressive towards this dojo, and he's not even gonna push into the dojo, just wants to set up on this bomb site as Chaos through the mid finds Rigid, and Swizz trying to deal with this pinch through backside, finds one on the Venus season, and they line up, gets the second on to Chaos. Can he find the third? No. Sullivan, last man up, 1v3, finds the first, makes it a 1v2. See what he can do here, Chop. Gonna be a hard one to take out, but if he can, and he does, now has a chance, but only 15 seconds to work with. He really has no time to get the kill and defuse, unless Mayo may just give it to him, and he might have the time. I don't know if he got there. 7.2 possibly, and I don't think he did, but we'll see if it gives it to him anyways. And it does not. Very close out of Sullivan. If he got there just a split second sooner, may have been able to take the round. But instead, the bomb detonates, and now a 3-1 lead for the Hillcats. So, let's hop on board with the offense here. Sullivan has really been leading the way so far. Him alongside Venus season. For the side of the Direwolves, Venus. Slow start to this map so far, 1-4, but you expect him to turn up. He's been solid throughout the series. Big part of that map for victory, and they are going to get a quick plant down. So it's going to be a 4v4 retake. Number 6 may get a good timing. That's Swizz, but he gets the damage down. Doesn't get the kills. Chop follows it up. Gets the finish on to Chaos, and now 3 men holding down the site. Still an opportunity here. Swizz needs to find the pick with the sniper, and Ace Corey evens things up through this backside. He's still expecting this pinch, but all the players going to be in sight here. One of them already hopping the defuse. Mayo maybe not an advisable play, as you still have a 3v3. You still have a chance to win these gunfights and get these kills, and maybe a little overzealous there, a little desperate to try and defuse the bomb. And so, another victory for the side of the Direwolves there. As Mayo kind of makes a very inadvisable play there in the 3v3. And normally, in certain circumstances, hopping the bomb may be the right play, but there, in the chaos, you expect them to maybe check it. And you want to be ready for the gunfights, because really, if you win them very quickly, you get that defuse down, you win the round. But Chop, 11-4 on another 4 streak, as he did die twice in a row after being 7-0. But then, once again, started his reign of terror and now has 2 on the round. And now another 2v2. Can Chop find himself another ace as he is taking over this map? And now it's going to have to be an ace if he wants to win the round. Both of these players on either side of him, and he's getting fairly good timings. Can he find the kill onto Ace Corey, make it a 1v1? They're both weak. Ace Corey backs all the way up to his teammate Sullivan. They know bomb is down on the B site, so Chop gonna have to figure out this puzzle. And really, you want to finish one of those kills. He had both of these players weak. You want to finish it early, but not able to, and he is able to completely flip the map. He gets all the way across and gets nice shots onto Ace Corey. And this is map number 5, Baljeet. I mean, it's search and destroy, buddy. Couldn't be any other map count. No, I'm just messing with you, Baljeet. It's 2-2. But yeah, wow. Really good play out of Chop, and actually really nice shots, but I think just good headshots there out of Ace Corey, as he's 8-4 and now on the offensive attack. Let's see what they elect to do. If you're the Direwolves, you've kind of been in control most of this series, but let a few maps fall through the cracks. Now find yourselves in a map number 5. Slow start to the map number 1. And really, if they might have been awake for the first half of that map, could have been a quick series, but now find themselves in a map 5, up a man, but the trade comes in onto Chaos. Mayo playing around this A objective, and they are all around this A objective as the bomb gets completely wrapped over to B. And I mean, Swizz falls off the map, makes it a 2v3, and these guys are hunting for players over near the A side of the map. They don't know that this play has completely rotated, and now you have Mayo really stuck between a rock and a hard place, as Rigid is 0-5, playing a little too timid so far, not really engaging, and if he could have helped with some shots in there, may have gotten a kill. And really, Rigid gets taken out. Sullivan, and I can't even switch to any of them before the round ends. Sullivan through the outside gets the kill onto Rigid, and Mayo not able to find his trade. And I mean, just absurd scenes there as a 4-3 lead is taken by the Direwolves here in the map number 5. And really a tough position there from Mayo, as Rigid still goose on the map. He's very weak early in the round as well, mid-map control. Gonna fall to the side of the Direwolves early. And again, hesitant to get this bomb down are the side of the Hillcats. Swizz, nice shots on the mid, but the nade weakens him up. Deters him from the chow. Mayo here with the bomb. Gonna try and get it down. Lays down the smoke to protect himself. Nobody wanting to fire through the smoke and see if they can find something, but Venus happens to find something big with the two-piece and the nade. And now Chop finding two of his own, though, with the AR. Does get traded, and now big time for Rigid. He's the last man up. He's weak here, but he gets players weak on the bomb site. Finds the first, big first kill of the game. Can it be a big first two, as he does not need to chow, and he can just play his life, but he doesn't find the kill on to Sullivan. A great try out of Rigid, but the moment too big. Not able to find it. A 5-3 lead to the Direwolves in map number 5. Is it a natural 5-3 curse, or do they seal it out? A 5-3 lead now for the Direwolves. And always in this situation, I actually prefer to be on the offense with the lead. I like the game to be in my team's hands. Let us control the pace of the round. And now that's exactly what they do, as Chaos hits out mid very quickly and meets Chop through the middle and finds the first blood. But Swizz with a big trade onto Sullivan. So it's not over yet. They do lose their best player on the round, a 14-6 performance out of Chop so far. And now, timid gunfights towards this B objective. And like I said, I like when I have the lead to have the bomb, because I like to be in control of the game and the pace that it's being played. But this team hesitating a lot to plant the bomb, but finally going to be able to get it down in number 3. Chaos really in a good position, because if he can just find one, really in a weird spot here. Mayo probably not going to check it, and he doesn't. Mayo really just walking out, and Rigid falls off the map, I think. So Swizz in a 1v3 for the series finds the first, but has 20 seconds to work with. Going to be a tough one, as he needs to find 2 and the defuse, and only has 10 seconds until the defuse is no longer possible. Can he find the kills? And he's going to actually play it just a little too slow. Not even going to be able to find the defuse if he were able to get the kills. And so the series is going to go to the Direwolves. Curse, 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 curse. The curse did not come through. I'm sorry, Widow, in the chat. It did not come through. A 6-3 victory. Sullivan leading the way, but an even team effort. If you are the Direwolves, the Hillcats fall in a map number 5, 6-3. And really take away from the series for the Hillcats is they really need to work on their search and destroy here. Solid in the other modes, but both search and destroys. Direwolves seem like the more comfortable team, and so the Direwolves do come away with the victory. But I do think that this Hillcats team is very solid and has very solid search and destroy players. So I do think they do have the ability to come back in another series. And we will see them in the bracket. And we will see them again in pool play. Those are the Hillcats. They're going to be fine. I think the Direwolves may just be a strong contender here. I think these are two good teams. We're going to see how the New Age League plays out. But I hope everybody enjoyed this match. And actually, let me see if I can set this up real quick. I'm gonna try and do an interview, post-game interview with Chop. And I said Chop. I meant to say with Chaos. I don't know why I said Chop. I was just... Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad, Venus. That's my bad, Venus. What's up, Chaos? Yo, can you turn your camera back on so we could do the post-match interview? I meant to say your name. I said Chop because he was on the other team, but I just wanted to do a player with a camera for the post-match interview. As long as you're on the screen, you're good. As long whatever's comfortable for you. I got you pulled up. But all right. So how do you feel after the win? How do you feel about your team? Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. It's fucking. They don't hear you. Give me 1 second. Okay, now go ahead with your answer. I apologize.
Yeah. No worries. Man, feel good. Boys got a lot of vibes. I think like our comms definitely a little bit worked on. Good win at the end of the day, but we had a lot of things to work on. Like I said, just small little things we got to work on. Maybe a little more scrims with the boys. Other than that, it was a great win. Good. I mean, I had a good game too. They had a great game 5. All around, like I think if we win the first HP, like I think we're good. Our overload needs a little bit of work, but other than that, like boys are on a high. They feel good. Guns feel better and feel good.
Yeah, and I mean, in that map 1, I came in to a listening with you guys, and you guys actually closed in on the lead, but you guys were kind of a little bit frantic early in the listening. And kind of throughout the listening, you guys calmed down, and it seemed like that happened throughout the series for you. So, I mean, like, is there any reason that you guys calmed down throughout the series, or do you think you guys were just a little jittery to start, and you guys really just settled in and started frying?
I think it was a little of the jitters. I mean, this is some people's like first time playing the game, you know, like especially like on like a league like this. So I mean, jitters does get to somebody, and sometimes it happens. But it takes your IGL to tell them like, hey, like calm down, it's okay. But at the end of the day, we're just playing COD, so just like kind of lock in. Make sure the comms aren't too like over the too frantic. That way, like we're hearing each other right, and we're making the right calls.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
good.
Go ahead.
I was saying like IGL's like Sullivan said it, and so yeah, Sullivan said it, and he's like, hey, we got to calm the comms down a little bit. Other than that, like locked in and we're good.
Yeah, and I
Man,
do think throughout the series, I joined you guys with a few listenings, and it was definitely different in the map 3 and 4 with your listenings than it was in the map 1. So it was cool how you guys handled that, and it was a great first match for the New Age, especially going map 5 and having a pretty close
yeah,
hard point, and also a
yep,
crazy map number 3. So
yeah, Obo was nuts.
yeah,
Obo was nuts.
yeah, it was a crazy
We
series.
gotta work on this a little bit. We have some things to work on, but I mean, I think this team has a lot of like we can definitely make a run 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I said this after the series. I said that the Hillcats will be okay. I think these are 2 great teams, so I think it was a good win for you guys. So congratulations, and you have a good one.
Thank you. You too, man.
All right, and that is gonna do it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the post-match interview. W Chaos there for the interview for the webcam. That was awesome. I enjoyed the interview. His answers were great. And it was an all-around great stream. So peace out, guys. I will see you guys on the next Family Ties COD League.